In this video, I'll show you how to use theme in your plant UML diagram. Now, basically, theme allow you to create a more user-friendly diagrams, and also it allows you to align with your corporate themes. Now, by default, when you create a plant UML diagram, it will have a bare, simple format, and once you apply a theme, it will start looking pretty or professional, depending on how you want to show the diagram. Now over here, I have Visual Studio Code. In Visual Studio Code, I have installed the extension of PlantUML. Now you install the extension PlantUML and also install Java within your machine, and then you should be able to create a PlantUML diagram. So what I'm gonna do over here is like I'll create a file which is called as spy theme.uml. To start with, just type in start UML and IntelliSense will pick that up and you should be good with that. Now we are going to name this as theme demo. So we are going to demonstrate the uh, theme example, like how to use themes within your plant UML diagram. Now, first thing, if you want to get to know all the themes that are available within your plant UML diagram, you can just type in percentage sign get underscore all underscore theme in a function. Preview the current diagram, and now here you should be able to see all the list of the theme. Now what you can do, you can basically see, let me show you. Yeah, so as you see over here, it has listed all the themes, whether it's Amiga, AWS Orange, Black Knight, Blue Gray, Blueprint, and yeah, let me unzoom it a bit. Light gray, Mars, light blue, sandstone, silver, vibrant, etc. So you can use these kind of themes. Okay. Now this is like I've rendered this in a plant UML diagram, right? Now instead of that, what you can do, like if you want to see a complete list properly, you just use a JSON tag. So start JSON and end JSON. So start JSON and end JSON. Now the benefit of this is like it will show you vertically. So again, same thing, get underscore all underscore theme and a function, not two at the rate. Yep. And preview the current diagram. So start JSON, end JSON, get all theme, and you just preview it, and then it should list down all the themes. Now this is much cleaner than the previous interface, right? So you can actually see these are the different themes which you can use. Now what I do is like I basically export this current diagram png, and then you can basically save this. But now in JSON, technically it is not a diagram, it is just a list. So maybe you can just copy this and you can paste it anywhere, right? Okay, so let's remove all these things. Now we are good. We know these are the different themes that I have labeled. So let's start building our plant UML diagram. So in order to build a plant UML diagram, start UML, end UML, and we will build use theme. So this is the name of the document. Now, simple document, we'll just create Alice talks to Bob with hello, and Bob talks to Alice. Hi there. And then Alice talks to Bob again. How's the weather? And then Bob talks to Alice. Weather is good in Brazil. Sunshine all around. So maybe this is just like a simple conversation. Okay, so I'll just preview the current diagram. This is how the diagram should look like. Maybe we are just no valid diagram found here, so I think there's something wrong with the syntax. So let's go ahead and see. Hello, hi there, Bob. Maybe I'll just put more space over here. Maybe just remove all the other things and no special symbols, and remove all the spaces. Preview the current diagram. Let's see what's wrong over here. So sometimes it may not show you the diagram correctly. If that happens, then we may need to start troubleshooting it. Now let's go ahead and maybe remove a couple of things. So let me remove this completely, Control X, and I'll just preview this one. And I think again it has thrown an error. So let it process, and it has shown me this code. Again, I'll paste it. I don't know what happened, but sometimes it will throw you a weird error. And if it happens, then just click over here, and then you can again do a preview, and then it should be able to show it. So, okay, so this is your diagram basically. Now you want to apply a theme. Now there are a couple of ways. Now the first one, which I frequently use, is skin rose. So if I want to apply a skin of a rose theme, I can just write skin rose, and then that should apply. Now I think again it has gone in that loop, and then you should be able to see the theme of rose being applied. Okay, now this is like an old way of doing things. Okay, now with the help of theme you can basically use the list of themes which I explained to you previously. Now I'll put exclamation and say theme, and the name of the theme is space lab. Preview current diagram. Now it should look into that theme. So I'll just save this, then preview current diagram. And it should render the diagram in that specific theme, which is a space lab. Now, as you see over here, it has done a good job, but then it is, I think it has removed the text, or maybe it has put the text in white color. So this theme may not be a suitable fit for you. So maybe I'll just say another one, because we don't want our text to be lost. So I'll just say metal. And it will start applying that metal theme. Now this is a metal theme. This is much better. I love this diagram. Now what I can do, I can create a class, so I'll just create a class, maybe cars, and oh sorry, and I'll create a class, maybe vehicle. So I can create a class over here just by adding class cars, class vehicles, and then I can explicitly specify theme for that particular object as well. So this is the class, as you see, class cars, class vehicles, and here within class cars, I'll just put a curly brace, and I'll say the theme is maybe space lab. So first what we have done, we have used the metal theme for the entire document, and now we are explicitly specifying that a theme space lab uh, as a text within that particular class. Now I can just go ahead and play with other components within that space. So I'll just remove the class from here. And now I can go ahead and maybe use a different theme to just show you what are the different options that are available. So there is a mono theme. So let me preview that. So this is a mono theme. Then you have something called as a sketchy. So if you want to see something in a sketch format, you can view that as in a sketch format. Now there are so many themes which we have seen, right? Like there's more than like 20, 30 themes. But some of the themes which I have used, I'm just showing you this is how it looks like. Now the sketchy theme may not look good for you because the text has been masked out because that's in white color. Maybe you need to play around with the text color and say, hey, you put that color in black, and then you can use that. Then we have another theme called as hacker. So this is how the hacker theme looks like. Again, white color, you need to change the color to make it look dark. Now, again, I have a different theme installed in VS Code, and that's why it looks something like that. It may look different in your environment because I'm using a dark mode. But I'm showing you an example like different themes which you can use. Now, there is a Mars theme. So you can use a Mars theme, you can use a sandstone theme, then there is a blueprint, then there is a vibrant. So I'm going to show you like three or four themes. Like Mars, this looks good. Then we have sandstone. So these are some of the things which I remember because I used it frequently in all of my PML diagrams. But there might be many other themes as well, which you can find it interesting, depending on where you want to use it and how you want to use it. If it's a professional one, don't use the sketchy theme. If it's something creative, you can use a space lab. Now there is a cerulean theme, and the last one which I'm going to show you last, and there are a couple of more, blueprint and vibrant. So cerulean looks more professional. You can use in all the professional diagrams, and then we have blueprint. So this one you apply at the end, like you create all your diagrams. You, in order to make all your diagram consistent, you can use one of the theme. Now this is a blueprint. This is also looks professional. I've used it in multiple client projects. Yes, this looks definitely nice. It gives you a nice font. It gives you a nice color background, those sort of things. And the last one which I wanted to show you is a vibrant theme. So if it doesn't loads up, just again just do a right click and preview the current diagram, and then it should be able to process your diagram correctly. So this is how the vibrant theme looks like. So that's it, folks. This is how you can basically use themes for all your plant UML diagrams. So we have used various themes like the Space Lab, Metal, uh, Sketchy, Mono, Hacker, Mars, Sandstone, then Cerulean, Blueprint, and now this one as a vibrant theme. So this basically the theme is basically used to make your diagram look more professional, look more artistic, and look more it helps in the visual aspects of the diagram. Thanks for watching.